This is Don King here by myself for another episode of Mobile Talk. This week I'm by myself because, well, we just need to get an episode out, and right now I'm the only one who's available. Plus, we wanted to share some information with you. First of all, we are extending the deadline for the application for the Mobile Fellows Fellowship. We had several submissions by the deadline, but we also know that it's been a very busy semester. There are folks that I had talked with who were interested in projects and just didn't have time to get around to getting it in by deadline. So we are extending that deadline to October the 21st. And that also gives us an opportunity to talk a little bit about something that may give some of you project ideas here. Let me say at the outset, we're going to be talking about something that is visual in nature, which means those of you who are listening via iTunes, the audio-only podcast, may be a little frustrated here. Just follow the basic ideas and also maybe give us some input because we're considering discontinuing the audio podcast. It seems like there's so much of what we're doing that has a visual aspect to it. It may be that the audio podcast has passed its usefulness. We're not sure, so give us some input. I will mention how to get in contact with us at the end of this. Anyhow, I was mentioning about virtual reality. Last week, several of us were brought together in Nashville to talk about the TBR Technology Think Tank. We're looking at the future of mobile and emerging technology for higher education in the state of Tennessee, and mostly focusing on virtual reality. That seems to be the technology that's really making an impact and starting to get to where just anybody who wants to do it can create the tools. Let me show you a little bit about what we're talking about here, if I can get my iPhone to show here on the screen. Okay, I've got it paused because I didn't want to take the time for setting up here. But what we have is a 360-degree movie, in essence, done in virtual reality. This is from New York Times Magazine, I think. It is an art project called Walking in New York. And so let me just start it here. I'm not sure.
I came here 4 years ago as an immigrant, and I guess everybody's in New York is an immigrant, or the son of an immigrant, or the grandson.
I think you're getting some of the sound there. Now see, as I turn around, turn the volume down, you can see in the lower right hand corner what I'm doing with the phone. As I move it around, we are moving within the reality. And getting some pauses there as my broadcast connects with my computer. But you see, we can look all around, we can look up, we can look down, just by moving the iPhone around. Now I'm going to pause this so we can talk about it here just a moment. I think, sounds like it's still running. I think you can see what some of the possibilities here would be if you could take your students into a scene, for them to be able to look around at whatever view they wanted to. Go inside a heart, perhaps. There's all kinds of VR possibilities here. In fact, I would like to show you an app that is designed specifically for my discipline, which happens to be public speaking. And let me get this thing back up here for you. This is a fairly simple one that is designed to help students get a feel for facing an audience. And I mean, the graphics are not real high quality, but there have been studies done with this particular interface, and you're seeing two of them because this is designed to be viewed through goggles. Virtual reality goggles, by the way, you can get for $15 a Google Cardboard. You can get the plans for free and make your own. $25 will get you a decent one from some other manufacturers. But as you can kind of see here, if I want to move over to that location, just focus on it, and I walk over there. Here's the audience that I could interact with. I've got some things I could change. If maybe I am going to be doing a presentation to a small board, I can change it to where we've got people around a table. Maybe I want to rehearse for a job interview. So I can turn it around and get just 3 people. So this is really powerful technology that is at our fingertips. And we're on the verge of people being able to just create this themselves without being tied to what a manufacturer might provide. In fact, I'm kind of thinking that this might be somebody's project to look and see what kind of virtual reality might be available for your discipline. October 21st, we have extended that deadline, as I said, and those of you watching or listening who are not even part of Pellissippi State, we want to encourage you to experiment and let us know what you're discovering. You can interact with us on our Facebook page, via Twitter, send us email, make comments on our blog. In fact, this is probably a good place for me to wrap this one up. You can get in contact with us at blogs.pstcc.edu/mobilefellows. You can follow us on Twitter at ps_mobs. You can connect with us on Facebook on our page at facebook.com/psmobs. No underscore in that one. You can also drop an email to me, Don King. My email address is dking, that's DKING, at pstcc.edu. In any case, we hope that you will experiment. As we like to say, we're pioneers, we're not advocates, but we want to know what works and what doesn't. We will see you here on Mobile Talk next time.